who we got on camera next.
Ooh.
Boom. Now, I just want to point out that Dustin, our Elves player, sitting at the top of the point standings.
Wow. So 3-0 right now.
3-0.
Oh, I know who's going to be on camera. Too.
Sharing with Eric and Tim.
So Dustin will play Eric next.
Yep.
That means Tim gets a pair down. But there's a lot of good 6-pointers that he could play against.
True.
Tim will be on camera.
Yes.
Do you know who he's playing against? Do you remember?
Oh, I know.
Because Muscles, this is the match for you.
If there was ever a match.
If there was ever a match, you're like, man, I really hope that Merfolk can win a match tonight. Guess what? We've got a mirror match, guys.
Sort of.
Kind of.
Someone has been playing with our dice app here, our life total. No, we did not start at 69. But Simic Merfolk. Now, see, here's how I set everything up. I got everything set up, and I wanted to say Simic Folk versus Blue Folk.
Sick Fish versus Blue Folk.
Yeah, see,
Green in the gills.
So I just stuck with the professionalism of Simic Merfolk and Merfolk.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
You know, I was just, I'm just really trying to bring the professionalism to Modern Magic Mondays.
Right. It's been a little bit since we've seen Tim on camera. Dwayne's been able to come out for at least the last 2 weeks and show off the power of his fish deck.
Ooh, snake eyes.
They're going low roll, right?
Low roll. Oh, okay, good. Just roll 1. Perfect. What do you like here as we're shuffling up?
Well, I'm currently piloting the Simic Fish.
Okay.
So, I like that. No, I've been a fan of the Mono Blue list for a while, but I've been trying out the Simic Fish. Tim's been on it for quite a bit now, so I like going for that style. Seems like a fun one to play because Collected Company is a good card.
It's okay.
You know, being able to play Sync Charm is nice. You get Giant Growth. You get a bounce effect, unsummon. You also get a hexproof to your permanents. All beneficial things.
It's a decent card.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But get those votes in, guys. Let us know. Do you like the blue-green pairing for your Merfolk, or do you like just the solid mono blue? Now, Dwayne's fun of relic projects.
Not going to be very relevant.
Not going to be very good here.
Now, I don't know, like, the mirror matchup is a very weird one to play. Because it really is like blitz magic, where you're just trying to swing in as quickly as possible and try to buff your team as quickly as possible because you get free island walk.
Sure.
It's just,
game on. It's turned on.
Yeah. So some of the factors is who can get a vial out sooner.
Okay.
To cheat out your guys quicker. Or on Tim's side, can he survive till turn 4 to play Collective Company?
Looking at Tim's hand, you know what? Let's look at Dwayne's. I already see Akira.
Yeah.
Was that Cavern of Souls?
Looks like Cavern. I think there's a Mutavault on the far side.
Tim, he seems interested. He likes what he sees.
Oh, okay. Looks like he doesn't want to reveal. Choosing to keep it tapped, which is fine. This turn 1, if you don't have that turn 1 play, it's fine. And there's the vial to start things off. So already seeing accelerated play out of 10. So knowing that, Dwayne, if he's able to, will play a Lord or a Master at this point in time. Oh, Silvergill, okay.
Revealing.
So it looks like he doesn't have a Lord.
Tech Edge?
That's what it seemed like.
Was the draw?
Activate Vial. Puts it at 1. It's been a long time since we've seen Mirror. Well, okay, I say a long time. We saw Grixis versus Grixis a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it's rare to see a mirror matchup on camera for Modern Magic Mondays. So it's nice to see. And it is slight variations usually. It's not like ever direct style like this. But, okay, again, Tim's got the more explosive start.
Master the Pearl Triangles that guy do? Oh yeah, I've got 4 of those in my deck. Surprise Mem Knight. I can only assume that Dwayne named Dinosaur off his counter.
Oh, yeah, easily. What's the best way to cheat out old fogies? Oh, okay. He says, your hinterland harbors is now an island. He says, I'm just going to move this over here to look like I have 2 islands. That's fine. Because by doing that, cuts him off green, which he knows is that potential for Collected Company.
Mm-hmm.
Curse Catcher is actually a solid play here, because you can also sack that to interact with Collected Company. Swings in 2, but they minus from the wrong person.
Mm.
Okay.
That's how that's working, right? You're keeping track of your opponent's life total?
Yeah.
That's not it.
Oh. Now they fixed it.
Okay, we got it now.
And he'll be at 17 because we did get to see some more accelerated plays coming out here. The Lord of Atlantis gets thrown down. Vial is at 2 and still sitting there untapped. We've also got, of course, Fetch available, so if Tim feels the need to go and get Breeding Pool or something, he can.
And how many breeding pools do you normally run?
3 to 4. It depends on how many hinterlands he's choosing to run. He's completely cut all basic forest at this point because it was just not really benefiting what he wanted to be doing. All right, so they're doing some math here.
Tim
Harbinger of the Tides will bounce that guy on back.
dealing 3 damage, taking Tim to 15. Fetching.
Going to 14. And there's the breeding pool. Passes over, cuts it up. Okay. Keeping the vial at 2, kind of giving more indication that there is probably another master or lord in hand. And we'll see. Mutavolt's nice. If he's got another Harbinger, okay. I was like, because if he has a Harbinger, he can bounce that Curse Catcher and then safely deploy Collected Company. But now everything's getting +3 with each board getting +2. So let's see if that's enough for lethal here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage?
13?
13, let's see. He's a 5, 4, 4, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. 13 damage. Puts Dwayne at 4 life. Well,
Tech Edge.
I'm killing your breeding pool.
Go ahead and let's just make sure that we stop the Collected Company.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a lot of lands sitting out here.
Fighting to the bitter end.
trigger, reveal this, draw, playing a lord. It's still not enough to kill him. Three.
Because he can only attack with the Regery and the Curse Catcher. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so just trying to build
So
up
Regery
enough.
is only a 3/3 and Curse Catcher is a 3/3. So that's 6 damage he can deal. Dead on the crackback for sure. Those guys have something to say. I will take your 6.
What play do you have over there? That colorless land.
Alright.
Close.
Not bad, but again, the big thing was that explosive start for Tim. Having that vial getting online so early, while Dwayne kept like a alright hand.
Hmm?
Decent for other matchups, but in this particular matchup, that was not where he wanted to be at. And he just fell behind so quickly.
Right. So definitely a good point to note. When you play the mirror match in Merfolk, it's always a race.
It is, yes, because you're not in a lot of other matchups. You can sit there and factor in, okay, if I block here, do this, do that. Not a factor. It's just not something you need to consider. You need to consider going for face as quickly as possible. If you're a Hearthstone player, it's like Face Hunter. You know, just ignore creatures most of the time. Just go right for face. But whose board do you want to look at?
Yo, Dionysus Bacchus, what's going on, dude? How are things? Did you read Dwayne's last time, didn't you?
I did.
Alright, I'll do Dwayne's.
Okay.
1 Seized Claim, 1 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Tidebinder Mage, 1 Tectonic Edge, 2 Pithing Needle, 3 Hercules Recall, 2 Spell Pierce, 1 Master of Waves, and 1 Clever Impersonator. Personally, I like Pithing Needle.
For the vial.
And for the vial, and I think...
And Mutavault.
Yeah, and Mutavault, it does hurt Dwayne as well.
It does.
But it makes it more fair, I guess, in a board state overall. So if Dwayne keeps a hand with a Pithing Needle, Tim with an Aether Vial, he's able to just say Aether Vial on his first turn, and just say, alright, you're going to be as slow as I am. A little bit of a kitsch, but I'm okay with that. Spell Pierces, I like.
Yeah, Spell Pierces could have a factor in this matchup.
Now that he knows that Tim is playing green in his Merfolk deck to protect himself from potential collected company.
Yeah.
Aether Vials, things like that. And maybe Seized Claim?
I was like, Seized Claim's a maybe in here because you can just basically what Dwayne was doing with the Spreading Seas. Yeah, I'll cut you off green.
Yeah.
I'll take out your Mutavault kind of thing. It's got the same ability, but you're only doing it for 1 mana and you don't draw a card off it. But I don't think he'd bring in the Seized Claim because it's not... He needs the stuff that's going to have more of an impact. And basically, you're going to bring that in against a deck that doesn't have islands. So he already gets free island walk here. So I don't think that's going to be as much of a factor, especially if he's debating about bringing in Pithing Needle. And we already saw him have the Spreading Seas, so he's got that to try to work with. But I do like the idea of the Spell Pierces in here. It doesn't work so well against the Vials, but if your opponent's short on mana, like Dwayne was, where he's like, alright, I've only got like this 2-3 mana, I'm relying on the back of my Regery to get me there and untap all my stuff. So I like that idea. Tim's side, we've got 1 Pithing Needle, 3 Natural State, 2 Spell Pierce, 1 Spell Skite, 2 Tidebinders, 1 Relic, 2 Hercules, 1 Kira, and 2 Turnicides. What are the Turnicides again? You were ready.
It was instant counter target spell that targets a permanent you control.
okay.
I believe that's a card that was just released out of Eldritch Moon. So something he's trying in the sideboard.
I like that idea. Again, the spell pierce is a potential here. That's and the Pith Needle that we talked about. Those are the main things. He could opt for like a natural state style if he's worried about. Oh, okay, here we go. Pith Needle already came in. All for Dwayne. But yeah, the natural state could come if he's worried against like Pith Needle, if he's worried against more spreading seas, things like that. And interesting start for Tim.
Yep, just the tapped hinterland.
This also kind of shows that he doesn't have a basic island in his hand, and he's mainly having Mutavaults, Caverns of Souls.
Oh, it is a reprint. Turn
Yeah, from a while ago. I don't remember when it came out. What other sets is it from? Because I forgot about it. But I remember people were talking about it didn't really see much play then. They weren't expecting it to see play now. But I was excited for it because I couldn't remember that card existed.
Right.
So. Maybe I'll run Pithing Needle on my board
Scars
too.
and Mirrodin.
Scar, okay.
Silvergill, Revealing Curse Catcher.
Draw a card. Kira's still in there. I think that's fine. Kira has got the evasion, so you can get around some stuff. Push for a little bit of damage from time to time. He says, do you want to trade? And he says, no. I won't. I'll take 2. And I'll draw another card, revealing a master this time.
Play my land. So we see he was able to draw into an island during all this.
Alright. Dwayne has a Lord and a Curse Catcher in hand. So, I think this is the time to start pushing for some damage here. He could deal 5 damage this turn if he wanted to. If he has another, like, he could also Spreading Seas that Mutavault. But he's also got that potential to Spreading Seas the Hinterland if he's worried about Collected. And it looks like that is more on his radar than the extra damage from the Mutavault.
So let me ask you a question,
Okay.
because we've seen Dwayne do it twice now.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand his reasoning behind it because he's worried about the potential of seeing 2 more Merfolk on Tim's side to just pump up his team.
Yeah, 2 more Lords.
But would you hit the Mutavault instead?
I think because it is turn 3, I think going for the Hinterland here is the smarter play.
Okay.
Because there is that chance that next turn he will be able to just do that.
So Dismember comes down.
Okay. So he'll take 4 from
Hitting
that,
into
and then he'll
retreat.
take 2 more. Go to 12. Alright. I like the Dismember here. That Reacher is definitely a troublesome creature to let your opponent get out. And now we can see 2 Lords get dropped down for Dwayne. First one, second one.
Yep.
4 damage now.
Crash.
And things got evened up real quick. Tim goes to 13. But if we top deck into like a green source, that could bring on the potential of a Collected.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Dwayne says, yeah, that's totally fine. Tim in the tank. mean, you're looking at what? 10 damage? On Dwayne's side right now?
Yes. Each lord is 3/3. They give each other Island Walk. So assuming he doesn't have another lord for lethal.
Harbinger of the Tides.
Okay, that slows things down.
Bouncer Silvergill.
And he's choosing to deploy it now instead of like combat trick next turn.
You always name Hippogriff with Cavern.
Hippogriff. Saying that.
Lyle making a very valid point here, saying that if Dwayne had a vial instead of that pithing needle, things could have been completely different. But we see it crash on over. Okay, drawing a card. Only 6 right now.
No Island Walk for Tim, though.
There is an Island Walk for Tim.
Yeah, so Dwayne has pretty interesting line that he needs to make.
Okay.
He's got a Curse Catcher, he's got a Mirror Reacher, and he's got a Kira.
Oh, man. Okay. If he plays the Mirror Reader here, he gets to do 8 damage.
But he's
Basically, with the way that things are set up, if Tim plays a Lord, Dwayne is dead. There's nothing that he can do to stop that with the cards that he's got. Like, Curse Catcher doesn't have any effect on that. Kira has no effect on that. And Muro has no effect on that. Playing Muro Regery here, swinging for 8, does a decent amount of damage, puts Tim to 5, to the point where if he doesn't draw a Lord whiffs on his draw, Dwayne wins. So, yeah, I mean, he just, I don't know, I still think, make him have it, kind of thing. Show me a Lord, because I don't, like, oh, Clever Impersonator, he decided. Okay, so Natural State's coming in for Tim.
Well, no, I didn't know this, but a Lord of Atlantis gives it to all Merfolk.
Oh, not just yours.
Not just yours.
You're right. The old school Lord effects
That say all Merfolks get. You're right.
So, yeah, he was dead either way.
He was dead either way. Wow. Not just and I think Master is the one that says Merfolks you control.
Yeah.
So that's the new design where they go, okay, this is too much to give all. Just like the slivers, they redesigned the slivers.
Right, I was just gonna say the slivers.
So what do you think of the mirror matchup?
It seems pretty gross.
Yeah.
I'm bad at math.
So you love those kind of mirror matchups.
No.
Aren't you glad that we haven't had a Affinity mirror matchup in a
yes,
long time?
yeah, it'd be real gross. I would not be excited about that because I'm not good at counting. Just in time to hell, that's right. Just in time to hell. Yeah.
So that was round 4.
Round 4, we were just grooving along.
I don't even remember who's round 5. But let's check our points.
Yeah.
And that will help determine who we see on camera round 5.